Hey everybody, welcome back. I know we was just on here a couple hours ago, but now we are back. So hey, I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody had a wonderful Saturday evening. I hope evening, yeah, it is evening. Saturday day. I'm trying to fix this aligner in my mouth. Um, and we're right back at it. As O'Shea Duke Jackson would say, we're right back at it again. So, my name is Kiki Loves Nigeria. This is our show. On our show, we talk about anything and everything that impacts you visiting West Africa, repatriating to West Africa, well, all over Africa, really. Um, Repatriating, visiting, anything that has to do with you going to Africa, we talk about it. All right. So, here lately, we've been talking about a series of land scammers. Land scamming seems to be a big issue with our repat journey. So we have to be aware that it's going on. We have to be aware of how the steps that they go through to scam you. We have to be aware of who they are and what to do if we get scammed. What do we do? All right. So again, my name is Kiki Loves Nigeria. This is our channel, our community where we talk about things that impact us. I just happen to be the host, but you guys decide what we talk about, and you guys decide what is important in our community. All right. So before we begin, I want to put up our fair use. Oh, I'm doing good without the script. Let me put it up here though, so I don't get lost. What we're talking about tonight. Tonight, we're going to go back to T3 and Me and Mark Meets Africa, and we're going to talk about his business partner, who some people describe as the project manager, Oral Gray, because there seems to be an argument over where this money went. Some of the diaspora believe Oral Gray took the money as like Mark said, and others believe that, it was a lady that Mark was dating who supposedly he married, that he signed all the money over to her because he was under a witchcraft spell. All right. Then we're going to move on to T3 and Me, where T3 and Me are involved in another lawsuit. Well, I'm not sure if this is a lawsuit. I shouldn't say it's a lawsuit, but they're involved in another, what is this? A dispute with a customer. Okay. I read you the email maybe 2 weeks ago. The man who said that he was supposed to build a place for him, but he never did, Mr. Man. Okay. We're going to finish where we left off with Mr. Man because I have some more receipts. Okay. So it seems like these repats in Tanzania have formed some type of group and they're working together to get this information out. So we will know exactly what's going on. So they've sent me some more information and I'm going to share that with you guys tonight. And that one is about T3 and Me. Again, the goal of this channel is to teach you how to stay safe in Africa and not get scammed. It's not our intentions to bash anyone, to laugh at anyone, or to make fun of you. I'm sorry if it comes across like that, but that is not the goal of this channel. Okay? The goal of this channel is to make you think about what you're doing before you do it. The goal of this channel is to make you think, why would I buy land from Kenza? Who is Kenza, babe? Why would I even think about buying land from her? Who is Mark Meets Africa? Why would I think about buying land from him? Who is T3 and Me? What do you even know about these people? If you don't know anything about these people, why are you investing huge sums of money with these people? That's the first thing I want you to think and ask yourself. All right. So let me get fair use up here because everybody knows we use other people's material. And we do that because it helps us prove points. It helps get the message out. It helps us understand what we're talking about. So I use it for really just to give you an example of what I'm talking about, because I believe people learn with the five senses. They need to hear it, they need to see it, if they can feel it, if you can describe it in a way where they can feel it, and taste it. So tasting it is like the foods from there, or food that you associate with that place, or whatever it is that we're talking about. All right. So I can't do the tasting part, but I can do all the other part. All right. So that's why I use videos. So you can engage as many of your senses as possible while you're learning. So the content on Kiki Loves Nigeria may contain copyrighted content not authorized for use by the owner. However, no copyright infringement is intended. Copyrighted material used on this channel falls under the Fair Use Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, which states copyrighted material can be used for education, research, teaching, and commentary purposes, which is the explicit goal of this channel. Views expressed disclaimer. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on Kiki Loves Nigeria belong solely to the author and not necessarily to the community, host, or to the channel. All right, let me see where we are. So we got the fair use out the way. All right, again, we're talking about tonight's topic. Who took the money? Mark Meets Africa, Oral Gray, or the women? Because we don't know. So many different stories have been told. We honestly, at this point, don't know who took the money or where the money even went. Okay. So tonight, we're going to continue this conversation talking about seeing if we can figure out what's going on in Tanzania. We've been talking about this for about a month now, okay? And we've been talking about all these land and property scamming allegations in Tanzania. These allegations are coming from victims. These victims tend to be a part of the Hebrew Israelite community, and they're a part of this movement called the Dry Bones Movement, which is promoted. Well, it's a project by the End of the World Ministries that is promoting that these elderly people go back to Africa, and when they not only go back, but to deal with T3andMe and certain other individuals. All right. I believe Oral wanted to be a part. We heard him say that he was looking forward to becoming a part of the Dry Bones Project. That was on the video last night. So I'm not really sure why Oral Gray is saying he was not a part of that. Maybe his project fell apart before he could know, because he said on there he was looking forward to being a part of it. All right. So we have him on video saying that. So I'm not really sure why he's saying he wasn't a part of it. Now, Mark, because it sounds like Oral went off away from Mark. Okay. Like he was doing his own thing and he was recruiting people for his own thing. And this End of the World Dry Bones Project seems like something he wanted to do with his own project. But I know that one of them, I believe it was either Pastor Rick Fletcher. I think that's the one. But I thought someone told me that the End of the World Ministry also was promoting Mark Meets Africa. If I'm wrong, y'all correct me, okay? So that's where we are tonight. We've established that last week that these people are promoting these individuals. Why? I don't know. I don't know why this ministry would lead these people like sheep to slaughter, because so many of them have had terrible experiences with these people, and just simply the way they talk to these people is so disrespectful. And they're liars. They're liars. And we've seen that. We showed you that in videos. This man, Tim Ford Jr., says he's an ambassador. Well, I'm going to get to that part. And I'm going to show you once again. If I got to show you every week where he's lying about this, I will. He's deliberately misleading you to build your trust up in him. So you won't question him. Oh, God. We'll get to that. So These people are becoming victims, and these victims are writing me because victims, the first thing, they need to be heard. People who have been victimized, they want to be heard. And these people need to be heard. So this is where they come. This is one of the places they can come to and share their stories, okay? So that's what we're doing tonight. And not only do they share their stories, y'all, but they come with receipts to back up, excuse me, what they're saying. Some of them even have court cases and have shared the documents with me to back up what they are saying. These people are in hot water, but they're not telling us. They don't want you to know. So they're playing it down, or they're keeping it on the hush, because if it gets out what's really going on with them, all of these allegations, all of these court cases, then guess what? People are going to back off and not stop going. They don't want that because that cuts off their money. All right. So this is how I got this information. So Mark Meets Africa, T3andMe, and I want to repeat that Tim Ford Jr. is not, I repeat, he is not an African Union ambassador. He is not a diplomat, okay? An ambassador is a diplomat, and they have special privileges. This man is not a diplomat. And I believe, from what I've seen and what I've researched, that he is intentionally misleading the people in order to gain financially, which is a crime. And this man needs to be reported. I told you he needs to be reported to the embassy in Tanzania. He needs to be reported to the Federal Trade Commission. He also needs to be reported to the FBI for internet crimes. All right. Now, let me give you more proof, because some of you, no matter what I say, you don't believe this man is not an ambassador. So I'm going to show you. So hold on. Let me get these comments, because y'all on here talking already. Hey, Laugh Out Loud says she is the first one, honey, and she was. Let me put these glasses on so I won't mess up these comments too much, because y'all know I'm about to butcher the comments. I don't mean to, but I'll just be going too fast and doing too much at one time. Okay, sister, do you. Okay, that's what I'm about to do. Hello, Brother Robert. How you doing tonight? Hey, Brown Eyes, how are you? Steph said is in the house early, y'all. Look, she says, welcome to another Kiki Loves Nigeria Live. We are glad you are here. Of course we are. Please give the video a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Oh, no, not T3. I thought they were okay and cool. How could you think that? Do you watch their videos, G? Do you see how they talk about the investors? How could people who are cool talk to investors, especially elderly investors, like that? But see what happens, these people, the investors, the people who believed in them, for one, to be an investment banker, you have to be certified. Okay, you have to have a license or a certification, or sometimes both. Okay, you can't advise people on how to spend their money without having went to school for that. The United States does not allow that. So that is a crime in itself, to invest, to represent yourself as an investment banker, especially to elderly people. Okay, this dude is not even an investment banker. So I don't know how people even thought he was cool. His whole he's very nasty to people. Him and his wife. They try to bully people into submission, in my humble opinion, of my dealings with them. They lie from my dealings with them because they lied on me about something so small. So that's how I know they're liars. If you lie about something so small and it's on video what really happened, then you lie about anything. So no, I don't know how people could think they were ever cool. Hey, Courtney, how you doing, sweetie? And why am I buying land via a popular direct money app? Exactly. They don't even send it to the bank because there is no bank, because they know the bank will shut you down. You know how hard Cash App is to get your money back from them? Once it's gone on Cash App. Hey Liz, hey Crefto, well, how you doing? Thank you, sweetie. Uh, Brother Robert said, okay, so look, I don't think Mark was part of the Dry Bones Project. Correct me if I'm wrong. But no, I'm not sure. But I know Veta, is it Vetti or Veta? Vete, 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 look, tell me, what is this Pastor Rick Fletcher? What has he got to do with the Dry Bones Project? Okay, so that's what I'm trying to figure out, because Oral said he was not a part of it, but that was a whole lie. He was show hustling to be a part of it, because we heard him say when the Yakuba man who's channeling a 12-year-old little boy, mannish little boy, him, um, he said, uh, since you created this, whatever he had created, I guess a new project, he said, are you going to, you're looking, you want to, I'm paraphrasing, isn't the exact words, you're going to be a part of this Dry Bones Project. Oral then said, I am looking forward to it. So maybe this was when he broke out on his own and Mark was not a part of this. But what project was Pastor Rick Fletcher a part of? Because he was promoting Rick, Lord. Rick want me to talk about him. He was promoting Mark and Oral also. Okay. Um, no, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm learning all of this, okay? No, he's not an ambassador, and I'm about to show you. He know he ain't an ambassador either. So that's how you know he's deliberately doing this, because I said to myself, maybe he don't understand he not an ambassador. Let me give him the benefit of the doubt. So I Googled a little more. I looked around a little more. Then I found his LinkedIn. He knows he's not an ambassador. He just thinks the people on YouTube, the investors, are stupid. They really think these investors are stupid. But see, what he doesn't realize, and what these people don't realize, is that these investors, these elders, they were the people who led the civil rights struggle. They're the group of people, the reason why we have the freedoms that we do. They're the group of people that protested. They're the group of people who laid down their lives for us. They're the Black Panthers. They're the Black nationalists. What y'all think happened to them? They're the elderly people now. And if you think for 1 second, because my mother was a part of that group, and if you think, and as a child, I remember Panthers coming to our house, and I loved their black berets, as you could tell. I always wanted to wear a beret. Even in the summertime, they would have their black berets, and they would come over to our house. So the Black Panther movement was always a part of my life. This is what my mother and my uncles and all of them, they believed in this movement. These people have aged, and now they're in their 70s, not 60s, some may be in their late 60s, 70s, and 80s. Now, do you seriously think these people are going to let you just do what you want to them? No. You picked on the wrong group of elderly people. Because one thing these people know how to do is organize and stand up for their rights. Because this is the most organized group I've ever came across. And they got facts for days. You think they don't know to contact the FBI? You think I'm telling them something they don't know? Honey, they know. They've already been doing all of this. But you know why we don't know? Because they're not on social media. And no one on social media who has a big following will take the story except O'Shea Duke Jackson. He can God to help get it out there. He's the one who helped get it out there. I'm trying, but y'all see with my 3,000 and something, and I'm thankful for every one of y'all. I'm thankful. And I can do my best to get it out there as much as I can. But you better believe I have important friends. And my important friends, they see it, and you better believe they got our back. All right? They got our back. So they'll squash these people like the Jamaican man. I forgot his name, but he got a video about T3andMe. Our own Miss Tanzania, Tanzania Connect, Diaspora Connect, Tanzania. I call her Miss Tanzania. Part of our community. They sent her a cease and desist because she made a video saying don't invest in Echo Village. They were so paranoid, they thought she was talking about them. So what did they do to her? They sent her a cease and desist. You can't talk about this, and we want the video removed. This is what these people do. They're bullies. But they know I don't care nothing about them. I don't care nothing about them. We can go round and round for days. They know I don't care. I am not trusting any of them. You better not, honey. Ambassador can have several meanings. Honey, an ambassador is a diplomat to the U.S. government but I know what you're talking about, team member, because when I went to Cameroon, when I got back, this program I was a part of, you become like an ambassador. But it was in the meaning of the word. They would call us ambassadors. An ambassador just meant you represented that country best interest at all times. You promoted the interest of that country. So I promoted the interest of Cameroon. I would go to events about Cameroon. I would go speak about Cameroon. I would talk about my experience in Cameroon. So I understand that, but he doesn't say that. And not one time have y'all heard me say that I am the AU ambassador for Cameroon. Never. Never have y'all heard me say that. And I really did go through a program where I was honored as an ambassador for Cameroon. But it wasn't for the African Union. It was for the little program with the school. So that's what he was a part of. But he's pretending like he's a U.S. The sound is gone. What sound is gone, y'all? Y'all can't hear me. Y'all can't hear me. Please exit it. Oh, don't say that. Can y'all hear me? Wait a minute. Stephanie, can you hear me? Because I see some comments that say the sound is gone. Steph, can you hear what I am saying to you? Okay, good. Thank y'all. Okay. Because y'all know I'll be behind in the comments. Okay. Where am I at? Okay. Okay. Hi, Sister Love. Okay. Oh, she said at Sister Love. Okay, Steph. Okay. Hold on, y'all. This is probably Steph. Okay. Okay, Steph. Okay, thank you. It's probably Mark pretending to be a woman. They love doing that, y'all. Okay, there she go, London Lady. Okay, London Lady is saying hi to everybody. The whole den of thieves, everybody know they do. And that's the crazy thing about it. They all know each other and they all have the same vocabulary. You know, even Daniel, even Kenza, all the land scammers have the same vocabulary. It's just like someone said, like they all went to the same school. They all read the same playbook. I think Pastor Rick will see. Thank you. Thank you. Oral Gray, I know you watching. I know you watching. What about this, sir? I think Pastor Rick was promoting the Dry Bones Project. Then people were coming to him saying they were scammed. He did a video about it. Yes, he did. So he was, and you know who he was promoting for you to go invest with? Correct me if I'm wrong. Mark and Oral. Mark and Oral. Then after Mark and Oral break apart, it seems like Oral just stayed with Dry Bones and went out on his own, like the people were saying. Okay, we must protect them. Yes, and that's the thing. Yeah, we have to. We have to. We have to respect them and we have to protect them. Because guess what, y'all? That's what they did for us when we couldn't protect and respect ourselves. They made sure not only did society respect us and protect us, they made sure our parents respected us and protected us. Because when I was growing up, you couldn't just treat your kids any kind of way. The whole neighborhood, the whole community would check you for that. So you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I stopped the video and read all of that Kiki presents. The truth is in the writings. Thank you. That's why I put them on there. Because I don't have to lie. That's why I put them on there. That's exactly why I put the receipts on there. Because I want you to see how these people scammed them, how these people built their trust. That is the worst thing you can do. And when the United States get a hold of them, oh, we all got to write in about this. Even if you didn't lose any money, it's still something that's going on in our community. And we need the government to know about this. We need the law enforcement officials and our government to know about this. Because they're taking advantage of our vulnerable population, and our government does not play about that. It does not. Yep, that's his name. Jamaican African traveler. He was sounding the alarm travels for a long time. Earl Grey is the ambassador of love. Y'all are silly. Y'all are ready to start. Y'all just waiting for me to put on the first thing so y'all can start. All right, y'all. T and K. Hey, lady. Naya, how you doing? Greetings, Kiki and chat and mods. Good evening, everyone. Mark is blameworthy. Mark is blameworthy. He did not scam. He was way too ambitious and naive. What you mean he didn't scam? All right, so the first thing we're going to look at is I want to prove to you people that Tim Ford Jr. is not an ambassador for the UN. And he is fully aware of that. He just wants you to think that. So, like I said, I went searching around on the internet today, and I just happened to find his LinkedIn. All right, let's go back over here. So, let me get all this off of here. All right, y'all ready? So, this says Ambassador African Union. This is his LinkedIn. This is him. Let's go up here. See? Can y'all see that? Let me make sure y'all can see all of that. All right. Hold on. I think something on my screen. Okay. Now, let me show you this part. All right. Now, you see this? This is his LinkedIn. You see LinkedIn, you see invest, rebuild, and return to Africa. So to invest and rebuild, I don't know about rebuilding, but investing, you need a license to do that. You need a college degree. You probably need a master's degree, because my brother is a financial advisor and he has a master's in finance. He has an MBA and he has two masters actually. He has an MBA and he has a master's in finance. And he's an investment um, banker. So I don't understand why these people think you can just wake up one day and become this. So it says Ambassador Tim Ford Jr. That's what he has on his LinkedIn, right? He went to Tennessee College of Applied Technology. That right there is a clue. I'm showing y'all how to research and how to tell if somebody's a liar real quick. Now, if this guy is an ambassador, he's going to have way more education than an applied technology college. He's going to have way more education than that. And it won't be at some little technical school either. Okay. So he says he's an ambassador at African Union. That's going to make you think he's really working for the African Union. He says he does diplomatic engagement. What is that? He says he's a global representative. He says he's a parliamentarian. I guess that's somebody who believes in parliament. He has, now, another way you know this person is a liar. There's no way a diplomat, and somebody who's a global representative and somebody who's a member of parliament, they're not going to have the next thing, Ford's Herbal Company founder. TED, they're not going to have that. He says he's a TEDx speaker. I don't know. And he's an author. He has a book for $199. Either that said $199 or it said $19.99. I didn't have time to go back. Okay. So when I looked at that, I knew this dude was a liar. I said, oh, he's a liar. And he likes to twist things. He likes to twist the truth. So then I go down here and he says he's a vlogger. And that he went viral after his son made a popsicle video. But how are you an ambassador with this type of about me profile? He has a YouTube channel, turning a moment into a movement by inspiring more fathers to engage in the lives of their children. So how did he go from that to being an ambassador, to being an investment banker, to being a land agent, an international land agent, but he has no experience? So he says that's what his YouTube channel was about. Then he goes down here to some videos and he talks about his experience. Wow. This is unbelievable. So look, then he says right here in November of 2024, for 7 months to the president, he is an AUCS. He says up here he's an ambassador to the he is an ambassador African Union, AUCS. All right. So I said, okay, let me look that up. Then he says AUCS is a simulation. Simulation meaning it ain't real, people, of the African Union agenda for 2063. So he's telling you right here, he knows he's not an ambassador. He knows he's pretending to be an ambassador. He knows he's just part of some little simulation where he went to school, got a little certificate, a little program, with the sole aim of inaugurating ambassadors into the AU-CSU Parliament with the profound significance of diplomatic engagement across sectors and platform. So do you think this dude has had a profound, significant? Why would you use profound and significant together? It's the same word. Diplomatic engagement across the sectors and platforms. No. This is just a lot of big words he put together that don't even make sense. Ambassadors are entrusted with the duty of representing Africa on a global scale. So he wants you to believe he's an ambassador, but he's not. As ambassadors, now you see this, of the agenda of 2063, he says the ambassadors are tasked with advocating for policies and incentives that propel the agenda's overreaching objectives of the nations of Africa. So I'm like, what? So he know he ain't no daggone ambassador. He just presenting it to the people. So I looked this up. I looked up Ambassador African Union, okay, so I could see what that was. And so before he became an ambassador, this how you know a liar. This how you know a liar. Before he was the ambassador, now he said he has significant diplomatic experience, right? What? Being the co-founder for Ford's Herbal. He did that for 7 years. I guess he's only 30. So what? He was what, 23? When he did that? So when was he this global person? When was he this big diplomat? He didn't even go to school for politics. Look, he went to school for general construction, building construction technology. No, I'm sorry, y'all. This man is a liar. He is the worst type of person. He plays off your ignorance. And I don't mean like it in a bad way. I mean your ignorance of not knowing. This man is no way near nothing for real. He doesn't even have the education to be anybody for real. So then I said, well, let me look this up. And you see how he presents himself. This is where he's going to get in trouble, if he's not already in trouble. The trouble is probably under his feet. It's coming. It's coming. If it hasn't reached him yet, he know it's coming. So I looked up this part. I said, let me look up what this means. All right. So let me stop sharing that and show you what this means. So I put that in because I want you people to see what a liar this dude is. But I told you when they lied on me, I knew they were liars and they would lie about anything. So look. Now, you see, an ambassador of the African Union. An ambassador of the African Union, AUCS, likely refers to the current African Union ambassador to the United States of America, which is H.E. Hilda Suka Mafudiyes, which I know I said it wrong. She was appointed in October of 2021 and leads the African Union mission in the U.S. Okay. This is her. You don't see him on here anywhere because he's not that. He's lying to you. He's doing this, in my opinion, to build trust. So he can build your trust so he can deceive you. Because if you think you're dealing with an ambassador, you're going to let your guard down. That's why it's a crime to do that. You're going to let your guard down. You're going to believe everything they say. And you're going to give them all your money without any questions asked. Uh, could lost, but caution in the wind. I did not invest. Okay, good. Mark lost money. He didn't take the money. He lost the money. So you think Mark said, like he said, that he lost the money, that other people took the money. So you think Mark was just made bad business decisions. So you think Oral stole the money, and you think, because they said the girl, and they told me that this lady was really a part of it, that it was possible, because they said Mark did go to her village, and they said they warned him that they will put spells on you and that you'll marry them. And they believe that's what happened. And that Mark turned over all the money to her. And what he did not turn over to her, Oral Gray stole. Hey, Fiona, how you doing? I'm talking right now. I'm talking about Mark and Oral. No, right now I'm talking about, what am I talking about, y'all? T3 and me, how I'm proving once again, I'm going deeper in depth how this man is lying about being an ambassador. And if he will lie about something like that, he'll lie about everything. That's what you got to understand. But she was a child actor. She wasn't a real ambassador. They like kind of do honorary ambassadors. But Shirley Temple Black was like, come on, we all know who she is. She was famous. She was somebody. Thank you. You're proving my point. They're not going to just give it to a nobody. And see how I just showed you. So let me show you something else, because this person still don't believe it. So when you put in this, he says it right here, it's a simulation. It is not even real. He says it in his bio. It's a simulation. It's not real. Hold on. They're playing like they're ambassadors in 2063. Let me show you. Okay? Because you can't even compare this loser to Shirley Temple Black. Because in my opinion, this man is the worst of the worst. So it says right here, look. Yes, the African Union Commission. Oh, that's not it. See? Secretariat is I'm sorry. This is a simulation of the African Union agenda for 2063. It is a simulation. That's all it is. It ain't real. It's pretending it's talking about what the AU aspires to be in 2063. It is not real. Okay? Saw a picture. Seems like he worked at a car dealership in the U.S. He worked a lot of places. He seemed like he worked at a lot of places. He worked at FedEx. He claims he was a real estate agent, but then he claims he was a FedEx driver. I don't know how he was selling real estate and doing FedEx at the same time. I don't know. He went to school, but did he graduate, honey? I don't even know, because they do that in a minute. They love to go to school, but they'll never graduate. She was an ambassador for Ghana and Czechoslovakia. Who are you talking about? Shirley Temple Black? Yeah, she was. And I think she was involved like in things, like she did things, like she was a philanthropist. Like you got to do things. You can't just, she was a child star. So she probably talked about kids, or she probably did something with kids that we don't know about that made the government recognize her and say, okay, she needs to be a ambassador. An honorary, but it's not the same. She don't go through what the real ones go through. Likely is the key word. Ambassador can have several meanings. I've been telling you that. Okay, team member. You have. Why does this look like that? Mark can't just say he lost the money. He is still responsible for it. He sure is. He can't just say it. Even if all that is true. Even if the woman did take his money, right, y'all? Say the wife did put a spell on him, and say the woman, oh, I ain't running none of my stuff. Say the woman did put a spell on him. I don't know why this isn't green today. I have no clue. Um, say all of that. All right, say that happened. All right, but still, let me go back over here. But still, I mean, he's still, at the end of the day, he's still responsible for that money. Say Oral did steal the money, then you know what he needs to do? He needs to take Oral to court and say he stole the money. Because right now, it's all on him because it's your company. Y'all about to hear Kiyomi snoring. I don't believe she snoring like an old woman. Kiyomi's such a big girl. That's what I call her, big girl. Oral Gray is okay. We went past all that. Okay, let me get down here. Okay. I think I'm further down here. Yes, he can't just. He still. I think team member is hiding who they are. It's a T3andMe or a Mark. No, he came on, Courtney. No, he came on. He came on live. We know he's not Mark. We thought he was Mark, but nah. So he's just a Mark supporter. So he says, team member says businesses fail all the time. But team member, you got to remember that he did the same thing T3andMe are accused of doing. He was supposed to have bought this land, but team member, he hadn't even registered his business to buy the land. Remember, I told you somebody wrote me and I read you where he was not even those buildings and stuff. He didn't own any of those. He would pay people to let him stand outside the property and take pictures. So, no, he was a liar. Mark was a big liar for a long time. A big, huge liar. So he is in trouble because of that also. So we really can't believe him because we got proof that he's a liar. We have proof of that. Women, huh? Yeah. Wow. Wow, y'all, this is just really deep. Okay. They keep telling me I don't understand. I don't know how deep this goes. I don't know all the people involved. It's deeper than I think. There's a lot of people involved here. And I believe it because why is TEO Ministries sending these people there? I think it's more than businesses fail all the time. I think Mark knew. I really do. I think Mark was a part of this scam. I don't know what happened between him and Oral. I don't know about what happened with the money. All I know is what they say. But do I think Oral was trying to create his own little thing behind Mark's back? Yeah, I do think that. I do think that because of what I've seen and what I've heard. So let's get the rest of these comments and then we're going to go to the next one. Yes, I know Tim is not. No, he's not. He's not real at all. But why present it to the people like you are? That makes people trust you even more. You're a liar. You are a liar. You can't believe anything they say. Oh, probably it was the real estate agent picture I saw. You're right. Seems like he had a lot of different jobs. He did. He young. Of course he gonna have a lot of different jobs. He going through that discovering myself. Coming into Kiki's channel saying Mark's innocent doesn't make it so. He's hiding out. Exactly. He's hiding out, y'all, because they said the FBI is looking for him. The FBI has been contacted. I shouldn't say looking for him. I think they said investigating him. I'm going to play y'all the video. Okay? So if the FBI is investigating him, who else y'all think they're going to come for next? Oral Gray. You're not going to get off like that. That's why he's so busy yelling at me, going off on me. He want us to make it look like he clean from all the dirt. But no, he's not. No, he's not. We got proof to say otherwise, sir. You said you were looking forward to being a member of this Dry Bones project. And Mark was nowhere to be found. But it sounds like real Markish. I'm leery of people with a lot of titles and occupations. Yeah, and honey, and no college degrees. Okay. Because how you doing that with no education? Yes, that's what they keep telling me. That's what this person who's writing me, he keeps telling me that. And he keeps saying, well, I shouldn't say it's a man. I don't know what it is. I don't know who these people are. I just know there's a group of people writing me. Okay. And this group of people writing me, they're sending me information. And they're taking up, not only are they telling me their stories, but they're telling me the other people's stories. And they're sending me the receipts from the other people's stories. Because it's so bad that they're working together. And we need to work together to help them. That's why we need to write. We need to do a letter writing campaign and write all the people. And it's so easy. All of these are online. You don't even have to sit down and write like we used to in the old days when they used to have a letter writing campaign. That's what we need to do. When things were wrong, back when these elders that they're scamming, when things were wrong, when these elders were younger, they would do letter writing campaigns. Uncle Bryce says he's innocent until proven guilty. But right now, it's called defamation of character. You don't know what defamation of character is. See, y'all come on, and that's just how y'all get scammed. Because y'all use words, but you don't know what it means. It's not defamation. I just produced you a document that has lies on it. And I'm responding to what I see. I explained what defamation was last night, Uncle Bryce. I'm sorry you obviously didn't see the show, but one thing Kiki Loves Nigeria does not do, you can't be defaming people's character when you have a receipt. Okay? It's like Mr. Scent Policeman said last night. It's called the death of by 1,000 receipts. So this is not that you don't go look up. We're going to be on here for a little bit. So while I'm talking, Uncle Bryce, since you knew, you go look up defamation and you tell me what part of what I'm doing is defamation. I don't have time to defamate people's character. That takes a lot of work. I don't have time to do that. I just present the truth. Okay, she's talking to a team member. They go, Uncle Bryce is very interesting for sure. Yes, it is very interesting. Mark spoke to O'Shea Duke Jackson, and the story was verified. He's sure. I guess you didn't see that either. So how was it defamation? Yes, when it came out of O'Shea's mouth, and guess what? Guess what? It came out of his mouth to O'Shea, and guess what? I have his WhatsApp. He has a WhatsApp group, and guess what? I have messages in the WhatsApp group where he's saying the money is gone. The money is gone. And he's blaming anybody and everybody. But he's taking no accountability. I'm sure, Uncle Bryce, you haven't seen that video either because I have receipts for days. Again, like Mr. Policeman said, that's called the death by 1,000 receipts. No, there's no defamation going on here. We present facts. Mark well extorted in the end. Well, Mark will be exonerated in the end. I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think he'll be exonerated. You know why I don't think he'll be exonerated in the end? Because I have receipts to show he was buying land. He was selling land when he didn't even have a license to do so. He does not have an investment license, which is illegal. He does not have an international real estate license, which is illegal. And I don't care about Tanzania. It doesn't matter. The United States is going to look, what do you got here to call on our citizens to come to Tanzania where you're scamming them out of everything. Do you have an investment banker's license? No, you don't. Oh, that's committing a crime. Do you have an international land real estate license? No, you don't. Well, guess what? That's a crime too. So how is he going to be exonerated when the FBI is investigating him as we speak? You cannot take money over the internet. That's called wire fraud and not deliver what you say. That's called wire fraud. That's a federal crime. No, Mark will not be exonerated. The question is, will Oral Gray go down with him? That's what I want to know. Will Oral Gray go down with him? Because he's going down. He's going down. Stephanie told y'all to slow y'all roll. Y'all better slow y'all roll before y'all get timed out. Before y'all get timed out. Hold on, y'all. This cup's so heavy. Y'all know what? I don't like this computer. The lighting is not good on this computer. I'm going to have to get another, either a camera or a phone I just use for videos. I haven't cursed or used profanity. Listen to him. Is he a judge? What story specifically? Can I just start calling out these YouTubers and judging them like I'm the judge, or report it like a professional, if more serious than content framing? If more well, honey, I am a professional. Again, you don't know anything about me, do you? No, I have documents to say I am a professional. Okay? Honey, I research. I know I'm trained. I have documents to say I'm trained in research. So I am a professional. And I am analyzing the data professionally. And I'm giving you my professional opinion. You can either take it or you don't have to take it. It's up to you. But to come and say I'm, wrong and judging them, no. I'm entitled to my opinion. If you look at it as judging them, then so be it. But what I'm doing is I'm doing a service to our community. It's my professional opinion that these people are scammers and liars. I don't know, Kiki. It's a lot of new suspects in the chat tonight, honey. It sure is. That's what they do, girl. They keep coming out. They got to come out on here because they know Kiki got it hot. They know she got it hot, and they know she got the evidence. They know the real people been sending me the real information. They seen that video I dropped earlier with the receipts. Oh, I got more receipts, y'all. Again, I've been busy because y'all know I got to work for real, and I'll be tired. And I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm tired, and I'm only one person. If this Kiki Loves Nigeria show take up a lot of time, so I'm behind now, and I sincerely apologize. But y'all know what? Y'all know I'm gonna keep it coming. And in 2 weeks, I'll be on break. And when I go on break, YouTube become full time, and that's when I'm gonna get caught up, and I'm gonna give y'all all the receipts. It's more. I even got the court cases. The one where they had to go back to mitigation. I got that court case. Yes, it's another case where these two sisters are suing them for scamming them, putting them in an unsafe environment. T3 and me. They have several lawsuits. So what is defamation? Yes, Kiki has receipts. I was convinced by the receipts. Honey, yes. Yes. Let's act like adults there. Spreading more hate. Listen, y'all, here we go. Spreading more hate than positivity on this entire channel, and O'Shea. Now look, because O'Shea decided to help me. Now, O'Shea spreads hate also. Okay. Bunch of negative energy spreading vampires. Unfortunately, sir, I just read a resume. That's all I did. That was full of lies. And I showed you how to point out the lies. So I'm not sure how showing people how to point out lies and inconsistencies is spreading hate. That's not hate. That's the truth. We spread truth. And the truth is not positive. The truth is not negative. The truth is what it is. And that's called the truth. Okay? I'm sorry your friends are liars and scammers. I'm so sorry about that. But the truth hurts, babe. It hurts. I know it hurts. I don't think so either. The truth does hurt. Yeah, make a video. I see more negativity on this Kiki and O'Shea's channel. Just go check the history. Negativity. Because I talk about issues that impact, oh, you talking about the O'Shea Duke Jackson channel. Yeah, the one where he talk about Africa. So you talking about that? So when people bring to light what we're going through in Africa, you think that's negative. Okay, you're entitled to think that. I don't think so. I don't agree. Team member says it's entertainment. Do us a favor and reach out to Mark, Liz says, and come and explain what yes. O'Shea told him to get out in front of this and he refused. He doesn't have to talk to us per se, but yes, that's all he has to do. Then we don't have to speculate. Then we don't have to put it together. But I'm only putting it together from things that I have, okay, receipts. So if you go through my channel and watch the videos, you'll see. Team member will return in a minute. They need some water. Oh, you're gonna make them mad. He was a bad businessman. Okay. Nobody here, nobody here are judges or respectful council members. Just what makes the council member respectful? Do you even know the council member? Do you know anything about the council member? No, you don't. You just, that man could have paid for that position, all you know. That man could beat his wife every night. That man could worship 10,000 gods, and you don't even know. And this is how I know you're a fool. You actually said a respectful council member. You're a fool too. Look, just a bunch of negative. It's about, then get off our channel. Get off our channel. You've been on here for an hour. Then okay, deuces, goodbye. If that's how you feel. No, I got more. Yeah, it does matter. Y'all take care of him. Y'all don't have to block him or nothing, but y'all do what y'all do to him. It does matter to you. Now that's a whole lie. It does matter to you. It does matter to you because you're on here making yourself look like a complete fool. Taking up for people who scam people your grandma age. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed of them. But you're on here taking up for them. Talking about, because we even talking about it, we're wrong. You sound like a fool. Talking about the council members. You don't know nothing about them. You obviously know nothing about Africa, because if you knew anything about Africa, you would know the council members respectful, maybe a few of them, but most of them bought them positions. You don't know nothing about them people in Africa. You know nothing but what they tell you, fool. You's a fool. That's what you are. You the one over there giving all that money to them people. Now, let's get back to what we talking about. Yep, the elders are being scammed out of tens of thousands of dollars, and that doesn't matter now. Yeah, that shows his mindset. I hope it was oral or a woman. I hope it was oral or a woman. I really wanted to give. Okay. It's bigger fish to fry than little. So this is little. So wait a minute. Okay. So let's go to our next point. Okay. You block people for not cursing. Y'all, Stephanie, they mad at you. Fat Salad and them mad at you. You won't let them come on here. Let them talk, Steph. Just, okay, y'all know what? They about to give y'all the business. See, I done warned y'all. Steph is trying to block y'all. She trying to slow y'all down because they about to give it to y'all, okay? And then y'all gonna be writing me talking about the people on that show is ignorant because they about to give it to y'all, okay? She warned you. Steph, don't block them. We just gonna do what we do. All right. They said they not cussing. Why you blocking them? Okay, so look, we tried to warn you. You've obviously never been on here before. You don't know what this chat will do to you. Well, honey, they about to give you what you want. Okay, I tried to warn you. I tried to warn you. They're about to give you what you want. Okay. Truth is truth, no matter who tells it. Exactly. See, I told you they about to give it to you. I told you they about to give it to you, honey. It's not. So I told you they about to give it to you. All right, they about to give it to you all night. So, okay. I told you. So while they giving it to you, okay, let me go on here. So then while researching Mark and T3 Ministries, T3 and me, I went across this group called the End of the World Ministries and this project called the Dry Bones Project. This Dry Bones Project and this TEO Ministries, they were playing a big role in these people going to Africa, to Tanzania, and hooking up. They were pretty much telling these people to go to Africa and hook up with these people. And Mark Meets Africa and Oral were a part of this because Rick Fletcher was promoting them. Okay? So now I said, wait a minute, let me back up and find out about this T3 and me and this Dry Bones Project. What exactly is this Dry Bones Project about? So hold on, let me show y'all what I found. It's actually, okay, hold on. Let me show y'all what I found. So they really are. And whoever is reporting these people, y'all, please make sure y'all report. Y'all need to report report them, report these stepping stones to home, report this journey with us. They do not have a license to take money from you on the internet. Do you know to get money from people on the internet? Do you know how many licenses you have to have? Like what they're doing? You cannot do that. You have to have license. You got to have degrees. You can't just take people money like this. So when you go to report, you report like I told y'all. When you go to sue, you sue everybody involved. Not just T3 and me. You sue all of these stepping stones to home. Journey with us. You sue this TOETW. You sue Yakuba. You sue his brother. You sue all of them. Rick Fletcher, Mark Meets Africa, Oral Gray. You sue all of them because they worked together. That's a RICO charge. They worked together as a unit to scam you. So, look, in my humble opinion, all right, and it ain't even, it's professional. All right, I got degrees to back up what I say, that I know what I'm talking about. So Ezekiel 37, this is the Dry Bones page. You see who's promoting this? These are the people you sued. All right. You all can get your money back. You got to take these people to court. You got to file charges. You can't just let this go. The Dry Bones Project. Now, Ezekiel 37 speaks of uniting the uniting of the dry bones. We believe that this uniting of the dry bones is meant to be reuniting of the true biblical Israelites found scattered throughout the world, which their fellow brothers and sisters who exist throughout the land of Africa. What are they doing? Pulling on your heartstrings. Pulling on your heartstrings. Never, what did I tell you? Never mix your feelings with money. Because right when you look over here, what does it say? PayPal, Cash App, Patreon. This is a show enough scam. They're playing to your emotions. And this is a horrible long sentence. Many in Africa are of both the southern tribes and the northern tribes of Israel. These who were scattered throughout the world as slaves are primarily the southern tribes, which is known as the Kingdom of Judah. This project is to help unite all of Israel and to especially help those from Judah. Make sure when you write the FBI and you put your evidence down, make sure, and the Federal Trade Commission, make sure you include this website. Because as soon as they look at this website, they're going to know this is a scam. They're going to know this is heart. This is an emotional buy. Wow. This project is to help unite all of Israel, especially help those from Judah who have returned home to fulfill the Most High's plan, a plan that we believe includes those who are uniquely called to return prior to the prophesied second this is so sad, back to Zion. Please help us support them by becoming a Patreon. Please help us support them, these people over here, as becoming a Patreon of their channel, as well as supporting us here. Oh my God. And look who's at the top. T3 and me. These people are encouraging them to go back to Africa, and they're doing it in the worst way. They're using the Bible. They're using the Word of God. You're gonna win this case easily. And then right after that, what do you see over here? Give me money. If they took down all these preachers, what you think they'll do to them? Every last one of them preachers I used to listen to when I was a little girl. Every last one of them. They have taken them down. The U.S. government has taken them down. Everyone. Every last one of the name it, claim it, the faith-based doctrine. The faith-based preachers, they took them all down. Because what was they doing? Emotion and money. Emotion and money. And they proved you were scamming these people. Took them all down. And you think they're going to let these little boy kids get away with this? These are 30-somethings. They should be ashamed. 30-somethings. See, they don't know nothing. That's why they're doing it. They don't know what a serious crime this is. They don't know that the government will catch them. They don't know that the government don't have nothing but time. They don't know what they're doing. Because they ain't never been out their little hoods until they went to Tanzania. And now they're international land sellers, land scammers. In my professional opinion from what I've seen. From what I've seen. And how I was trained as a public administrator, I would tell you, yes, I would recommend this for further investigation because I suspect there is fraudulent activity going on here. So, what did I just got all excited? So, now, you let people make up. Okay, y'all, they just gonna give them the business through the whole night. I'm a fool too, laugh out loud. Thanks for yeah, you are. You really are. Your tongue carries a curse, Kiki. It's short, and you know what the curse is, honey. It will shut you down. It will destroy you. It sure will. So if you doing that, if you doing God's people wrong, you better hope he don't send Kiki after you. Because like you said, Kiki's tongue is like a two-edged sword, and it will cut you down. Exactly. Exactly. No, I'm not offended at all. It's the truth. It's the truth. It is the truth. I will cut you down with my words. Yeah, because these people aren't serious, Courtney. That's what I'm seeing. He look like a kid too. You know, a play kid. These people aren't serious. They just ran into some money. These people don't have no relationship with God. They don't know nothing about them because if they knew about the Most High, if they knew about the real God, they wouldn't be playing with God's people like this because they would know God is going to come to collect. And he don't play about his people. He don't play about his people. It's him. He's scared. He needs to figure out how to make it right and stop playing elders for their money, low life. He is a low life. Yeah, he is a low life. I'm not blocking. They just need to go drink some water. Okay. But then just do what you need to do. Y'all just tell them. Because you trying to warn them. So now they done drank some water. Now, give them what they want. They want y'all attention. Yeah, they want y'all attention, so go ahead and give it to them. Uncle Bryce is right. What's he right about? What is he right about? You can't just come on and say he's right. You got to say right about what? What exactly is he right about? Lord of mercy, not the dry bones. Yes. Honey, yes. Sue them all. Yes, you do. You sue every last one of them. And then you let the judge decide who don't have to pay. Yeah. You sue everybody. And I'm serious, y'all. You sue everybody involved. Everybody involved. Because everybody played a role in getting you there, and everybody played a role in taking your money. You sue everybody. May I don't see your live last night. Did Oral have her get back to you on the total amount of money he would? No, you know he didn't. Did he ever get back to me about the total? And then that was another thing I knew he was lying about is when he couldn't tell us how much money he made. You're gonna know. You're gonna know how much money you made. Come on, get out of here. Hey, team member, your moderators need to get out of their feelings. How dare Steph block me? Oh my God. I told y'all. Y'all come on here talking stuff. They gonna warn you, then they gonna give you the business. But thank you, team member. That was nice of you. That was nice of you. By the way, happy Mother's Day weekend, y'all. Team members, you're in your feelings. How about stop hiding and I told you, honey. They're gonna give it to you, okay? They're gonna give it to you. So I'm gonna let them give it to you. Thank you, team member. Yep. Oh my God. Honey, they're gonna give it to you. Siobhan doesn't really fit in with these newly made philosophies. She's too expensive, but she can't speak unless Tim tells her to. She's too what? Expressive. Okay. I was about to say nothing about her expensive. really fit in with these new made philosophies. What you mean? She too expressive. Oh my God, is that what you call it? That was a nice way to say it. She just the way she speaks English lets me know that she has very low educational attainment, and I don't deal with people who are aggressive who have very low levels of educational attainment. I just don't, because that means they operate at the lowest level of development. And again, I can tell by the way she speaks English that she's at the very lowest level of development. Her and her husband. This channel smells of evil. The tongue has cursed her. Take that sheep jacket off, please. What sheep jacket? What's she talking? What are they talking about, y'all? What sheep jacket? What? Oh, you're saying I'm pretending to be a sheep, but I'm really a wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay. Thank you. Unc, are you still on? Or you not? Why are you? Oh, now this will get you kicked off. Okay, so Mr. Legend, this will get you kicked off. Okay, because we don't do insults. We don't sling insults. We sling facts. Okay, so if you want to come on here and you want to talk about people and how they look and all that, that's gonna get you blocked. Okay, so that's your warning. So Steph and everybody, if y'all notice he doing that again, he got to go. He can't come on here talk about nobody because we don't even know how you look. You got your letter up. Your mama probably wear wigs. Your grandmama probably wear wigs. So why come on here acting like wearing a wig is a crime? Every black woman I know wears a wig. Mark ain't spiritual. Spiritual nothing. Spirit, yeah. He said he was a witch. I guess you didn't see that video either, huh? When he said he was a witch. All right, y'all. Let me get to the next. Wanda is a scammer, and I still got 10. Well, send them. I still got the receipts for that. Send them to me. She is a lying hypocrite that scammed me. Well, send me the daggone receipts. Don't come on here and say something, but if you can't back it up, scammed you how? Where's the receipts? I'm waiting. All right, where they at? 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 Come on here with that. Look at y'all. I knew it. Unknown is probably one of the scamming team. Ooh, it's a whole bunch of people. Look at this. I ain't never seen half of these people, y'all. So my profile doesn't look like T3andMe animated or Courtney Thomas. Okay, y'all in here going at it, slinging chairs, tables, and everything else. Okay. All right. So since y'all over here slinging tables and chairs, I'm about to go on and do the next one. All right. So the next receipt that I got is this one. I produced a video today from a receipt that I received from a lady, a Tanzanian lady, who is disturbed about what she sees going on in our community with these people. All right, let me go to my YouTube channel. Hold on. Okay. So this person has been writing me for quite some time now. But like I said, I got behind, and I'm still apologizing because y'all know that it's not like me. I'm always on top of everything, but I got behind, and I need to show y'all some receipts. This was an email. This was this was a lot. This was a series of back and forth conversations with me and this person. Okay. So this video I put out today, this was a receipts video. Okay. Now let's check this out. Let me go here. So all these people who want to say we lying and we evil, We just comment on what we see, sweetie pie. Don't be mad at me. We just comment on what we see. Okay. All right, let's go. This person first initially wrote me. Um, they basically told me they had, they knew both of them, and they wanted to help the audience to truly understand what's going on with this situation. So the first thing that I wanted to know was, who was Oral Gray? Did we have it all wrong about Oral Gray? Who was this person? So that was the first thing I asked her. And this is what she said. I tried to find the video which had Oral, Mark, and an elder lady going to view the land, but I think Mark may have deleted it. Oral and Mark had some kind of falling out, from what Mark told me. It is due to the fact that Oral was trying to force people to buy land and spending the monies for the project on women. He apparently was spotted by a Tanzanian who knew Mark. The finger pointing was mostly kept under wraps, not to spook the diaspora. Before the fallout, Mark had me contact Oral about purchasing the land and updates on the progress. It seemed that Oral was the project manager at that time. I talked with him. Now, what you're seeing now, this is Mr. Man's land. We're about to watch T3 and Me has responded to this one. Okay, they made a video about this. But this video, this land you're seeing, when he went to the land, Mr. Man, this is what he saw. It is not what T3 and Me are showing you on the video. This is what he saw. Twice while he was in the States, and twice while he was in Tanzania. Oral gave me the prices of the lots, but what was strange is how he also asked if I was interested in purchasing land in other countries. When I asked Mark about this, is when I was told about the fallout. Mark said Oral had stolen money and was trying to steal his customers another diaspora project. According to Mark, Oral managed to take a few diaspora to his project, but it also fell apart, which left more elders from America losing their money. Now, keep this in mind. I had this conversation with both of them. So who's telling the truth? I can't say. All I know is monies have been stolen. I do believe, I know Oral left out a lot of information, but what your audience failed to understand is that there is no way he could have known this. Someone asked, is merge still in existence? This is complicated because some of the diaspora that followed Mark to Tanzania are still in Tanzania. Person, after I received that email about how this person, she knew both of them, and she had talked with both of them, and she had also did business with both of them. And I said, so Earl is a liar? That's all I said. And then she wrote this. Where I come from, if one doesn't tell the other side of the story, meaning their part in it, then yes, that person is considered a liar. Yep. There's two sides to a story, and then there's the truth. My understanding is Mark is being investigated by the FBI. What? For accepting money. Hold on. Yeah, this was my reaction for real. Because as I was reading that, I was reading it and recording at the same time. I didn't read it prior to recording it. So the shock you hear in my voice, I was really shocked. Because I had no idea he's being investigated by the FBI. Accepting money. Let's go. Hold on. That's why I said hold on.
Understanding is
I had to re-record that.
Mark is being investigated by the FBI. What? For accepting money. Hold on. Hold on. So after I received that email I just read to you guys, I then got this email. Well, no, I said, so Mark is a, oh God, I can't even. So after I received that email.
Okay, wait, Steph, and all to all the moderators. No, I don't care about you guys timing them out. Y'all can time them out as much as y'all want to. But the thing is, I don't want them to say, we don't let them talk. You know, that they come over here and we say one thing, but we don't let them talk. Okay, that's the thing. But I don't care about the view count, the credit count. I don't care about none of that, y'all. What I care about is getting the truth out. Okay. And I want everybody just to, but calling people names, y'all know what, Steph. Y'all know what to do. TNK, London Lady, y'all, and Edra, and Mayall, whoever else, y'all know exactly what to do. All right? Time them out, take them off. You cannot come on here and insult people and call people names. We don't do that.
I followed up with a question.
So no, whatever you feel like y'all need to do, then y'all do it. But that's my only concern. I don't like when they say, oh, y'all won't let us talk. Because that's what they're trying to say. Y'all won't let us talk. Y'all just want y'all position and that's it. No, we're going to listen to y'all stupidity, but you better present it in a decent, respectful way. You're not coming over here talking about how nobody look. You're not doing that.
I said, so Oral is a liar? Then she
responded. Let me go back.
So after I received that email, I followed up with a question. I said, so Oral is a liar? Then she responded with this. Where I come from, if anyone doesn't tell the other side of the story, meaning their part in it, then yes, that person is considered a liar. There's two sides to a story, and then there's the truth. My understanding is Mark is being investigated by the FBI for accepting money overseas. I think it's considered wire fraud. I told y'all it was wire fraud. Continue to report these people to the FBI and to the Federal Trade Commission. I made a video about how to report them, but I'm going to post it again and I'll do a step by step because it looks like somebody already has, because it is wire fraud. Mm-hmm. So let me get back. Mark is being investigated by the FBI for accepting money overseas. I think it's considered wire fraud. If this is true, then Oral has to be involved in Mark's statement. Mm-hmm. That's why Oral is on here trying to tell us he wasn't involved. Oh, no, sir. We got receipts that you were involved, sir. One of the members also involved with T3 and me and are going to court. You may want to pay close attention to this case as well. Mm-hmm. As all these cases that you are exposing are similar. T3 and me made a video about someone being unhappy about the brick making machine that they ordered. This guy is one of the people complaining. They all seem to play by the same playbook. Mm-hmm. Like everyone is reading the same script.
Yes.
Then they spring it on the American elders. So this is all we have for now. As the receipts come in, I will give you more. All right? I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, so that's what was sent to me in the email. Now, let me go back and show y'all this land, because I'm about to show y'all what T3 and me showed on their video is not what Mr. Mann saw when he went there. I don't believe he knew Mr. Mann was going there, or something. I got to get more detail about that, more clarification. But this is the video. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can play y'all um, where he's talking. Because in the video, the original, he says that the land was supposed to have, it was supposed to have a borehole on it. The borehole was not built. All right, that was not done. Okay, let me see if it's in my email. Let me forward this and see if it'll play. Sometimes they don't play on my computer. Let me see if I can get it to play. And then y'all can hear. I want you to hear what he's saying because I think this was a surprise visit. They didn't know he was coming. Okay. So this is all this stuff. This is, see that? This is all supposed to be where you see the Allen sign. That's supposed to be his land. Okay. And there were supposed to be certain things on the that were, supposed to be already on the land that were not there. Oh shoot. It ain't gonna let me do it. It's not gonna let me do it because it's under my Kikila's Nigeria account. Wait a minute, let me see if I can play it. Hold on, let me go back to that email. Oh, it don't want to let me do it. Shoot. I got to figure out how to get it so y'all can hear the sound on the video, because this is the video. You could hear him saying that, he's not saying much, but I muted it for the, because I was talking, but you can hear him saying, there's supposed to be a borehole, over there, and there's nothing. You can hear him saying there's supposed to be different things, on this land, but it's not there. It's not there. So I got to get this video so y'all can hear it. Okay. So this is the land that the man, Mr. Man, had purchased. This is the one about he was his business partner. Remember, he told us about all that. This is him actually going up to the house where they were supposed to be. This is the land. That's his name, right? So that's the land. Now, I'm going to get your comments, and then we're going to see what Tim Ford Jr. said, because he said what he's saying is different. Okay. What he's showing us is completely different. So we're going to look at that. All right. So hold on. Let me pull that up. Let's look at their video. This is their response, because this man, Mr. Man, sent them a letter. Remember the email I read? I think it was last week. And about he had 24 hours to give this money. Oh, I do need to make a correction. He said that they did give him, Mr. Man said they did give him the money back for the plane ticket. Okay. He wrote this. I don't know why these people, this, look at this person. Y'all seriously believe this man is an ambassador, a UN ambassador? Y'all look at him. Y'all seriously believe that? He has this man's name up here in the video. This just shows you this is not no professional businessman. So let's just see what his response is.
Tim Ford Jr. And I'm
Tim Ford Jr.
more clarity and understanding about what we're talking about, so you can have an understanding of things. Email. This has been something. Unfortunately, people have been doing
so you guys can kind of get a better view.
So that you guys can understand what's fully going on. But before we get started, I'm going to let my wife read the email to give you guys more clarity and understanding about what we're talking about so that you can have an understanding of things.
And before we get started, let me just show you guys the structure we built for the machine so you guys can kind of get a better view, because I was inside of the...
Now look, you can tell this is just a shack. Look all around. There's no land clearing. There's no land demarcated. There's nothing. This just looked like you just laid a slab down and put some wood up and threw some sticks up here and these machines. That's it. This is not, no.
Structure, but
that's the first thing I noticed.
This is actually the structure that we built to house these machines that we allegedly never got. So
we was trying to work and create a good partnership.
But you see on the video we have, those machines weren't there. You see on the video we have, this was not there. You see on the video we have, nothing was there.
Say something with our brothers and sisters here, but you know, this is the things we get. They tagged us in another ugly email. This has been something, unfortunately, people have been doing for themselves. They're coming over here and they're trying to ruin what we're working on and end up ruining themselves in the process. So we just want to give proof to the allegation that was sent to our
because
email.
if you dare to challenge them, he's saying you're gonna ruin yourself if you dare to challenge us. Kids, please sit down. Go play with somebody else. Don't play with grown people, okay? We grown. Go sit down somewhere.
To different news publications.
These are
in
children.
Order to clear this thing up and really help people understand what's
I don't
really
play with
on.
kids.
So this email was sent.
So this is the same email that I received, okay? This is the same email that was forwarded to me. I have a video about this email, and this is basically the one where he's asking for the money back for everything he gave them. And this is basically the email chain, so it's not a lie. So I don't know why people are saying that, no, this ain't, go.
Work that we've done, and also on top of that, these correspondence have been sent to him as well individually so that he can see the progress of what we're doing and the work that we're working on.
So now this man is supposed to be a professional. Let me tell you, a professional does not respond to a lawsuit on YouTube. He responded to this man on YouTube. He made a YouTube video. That's not a professional.
So guys, now I'm going to show you guys why I came over here to Kenya to actually get some work done. So look, guys, I'm here at Makiga.
So this man paid for all of this. Okay, Tim Ford Jr. don't have no money. Wait till y'all see everything they asking these people for.
The excitement of actually meeting you.
He will be staying at his Airbnb for a few weeks, and after his Airbnb is finished and everything, he would. But when he arrived here in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania on October 29th, 2024, at the time of his arrival, I was in the process of actually becoming an ambassador for the African Union at the time. So I was in the process.
Did he say a simulation ambassador? Did he say it was a simulation program? Did he say any of that? No. He said I was in the process of becoming an ambassador for the AU. This man is a liar. A liar. Don't no ambassador from the AU look like this.
Of working at that time, I made sure I had a driver in place for him, someone that could take him directly to his hotel so that he can get comfortable, get situated, and get established while we were figuring things out. And this entire time, we've been in constant communication with one another. I've been calling him, giving him heads ups, and letting him know everything that's going on.
Hey, Brother Tim, sorry I missed your calls yesterday. The Wi-Fi was out when you called the first time. I know around the time the Wi-Fi was out. And I was crashed out. I was knocked out when you called last night. My phone was up under a pillow. I apologize. Just hit me back when you get this message. All right, brother.
When he arrived here, I had my driver going
So
help
what
him.
was the point of playing that call? Just to invade your privacy. What is the point of that? To show, oh, he was happy. Yeah, he was happy till he got there and saw you wasn't doing nothing, because we got the video of what he seen, not what you showing, and what we seen and what he seen are two different things, sir.
Now, get him into his Airbnb, his location and everything. And
his family too.
And his family as well, yes. He informed me that he will be staying at his Airbnb for a few weeks. And after his Airbnb is finished and everything, he will need help moving out here closer to the land and everything. So throughout this entire time, still talking to him, still having conversations. If he calls me and asks me a question, I'm answering the questions. If he's trying to understand.
But see, that don't have nothing to do with the fact that when the man went to the land, there was nothing there. There was not even a borehole there.
What's going on? I'm helping him.
You tell the family I said hello and mail.
These people really believed in this. This is so sad.
Abari Yako, Brother Tim, how you doing this morning? And all the excitement of actually meeting you personally yesterday and walking and doing our talking and everything. I forgot to ask, how do I go about sending and receiving mail? I was wondering, do I just address it to where I'm at?
I don't understand this.
Mama Mary's
Why is
place.
He recording that?
I'm gonna talk to her too, but I was just checking your thoughts on that. Once again, it was a pleasure meeting you yesterday. Can't wait to begin working with you. And you tell the family I said hello, and have an excellent day, young brother.
So he lets us know that he's ready to move closer to the land. So we get that in place and we help him get established out here in this area at the same time. But unfortunately, we have some other things that's going on within the community right now that we had to handle in the process of getting things in place. And I'm going to let my wife give a little bit of the backstory about what we've been dealing with individuals here on top of us trying to communicate and help this brother out.
Okay, so like you said, he came in October 29, 2024, so it hasn't even been 3 months yet, right? He said initially he came with his wife and his son, and they said that they were initially want to stay in Dar, and they were going to chill, they were going to go to the beach, basically, like enjoy their downtime, get acclimated, and then they would want us to help them find a home in Bagamoyo and move out here closer to the land. So we said, okay. So he stayed there with his wife. We was in communication with him and everything like that. During this time, now let's backtrack because all of this goes back to our original ops, right? I'm never going to say their name on this platform because they don't deserve that.
Now listen to how they talk like kids, the original ops. Who talks like that? These are not serious business people. She said the original ops. Low levels, educational attainment, low levels of development. People, please do not do business. These are not business people. These are kids playing like business people. Okay.
If you following the story, you know who the original ops are.
The original ops. Wow.
Been able to
such a child.
Turn away.
You know who the original ops are.
People who don't think for themselves. People who already have these different type of spirits within them. They've been able to convince
different type of spirits.
There is no land. There is no eco village. Like the story keeps changing. First there was there's no land, there's no eco village. Mind you, when they live on their eco village, we're out here doing videos. Unless we're AI generation, then how is there no land? How is there no eco village? It's just amazing the stories people come up with, and it's even more amazing that people actually believe it. Like that's what don't be making sense. But these people already have spirits on them, and so
the people got spirits on them.
It's easy for them to believe nonsense, especially if they haven't even seen it for themselves. They're in America. They're just listening to lies. They don't know what to believe. And we all know stories of people who actually do get scammed, anywhere around the world, not even just in Africa. So they're already thinking, oh, there's something afoot is going on. So he listening
something to what? The foot.
Basically have spirits on them, and so when people get these spirits on them, it's easy for them to believe nonsense, especially if they haven't even seen it for themselves. They're in America. They're just listening to lies. They don't know what to believe. And we all know stories of people who actually do get scammed, anywhere around the world, not even just in Africa. So they're already thinking, oh, there's something afoot is going on. So
she said afoot.
People decided to basically collaborate with them. And we just found out today, actually.
Oh, I can't email the file.
So when he did wind up coming out,
they're gone it.
Finding him a home in Bagamoyo, he moved out here. His family went back to the States.
So we can't hear that because of the thing. Let me go down here some more. That noise in the background.
Now,
So they was talking about what?
We're going to get on that next.
Now,
So guys,
This is not what we want to use this platform to do.
Yes,
I
it
just want to
is.
give you guys a quick disclaimer real quick again. I don't want to come on here and talk about these type of things. I actually hate having to do this. I had such high hopes. I was communicating with this brother this entire time,
Yeah, he was doing
effectively letting
business with
him
him.
know the process, letting him know, hey brother, I'm in the process of dealing with litigation. I have to go talk to the district attorney. I have to go and talk and meet with the local government with these people. Continuously giving him a heads up. And as me giving him the heads up, I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing and communicating effectively. I thought we was on the same page. I thought we was talking and cool. And he asked a question, I'm hitting him right back and hitting him up. He needs some help, I'm hitting him right back and hitting
So
him up. But
this man really believed in T3andMe. He really did. He really thought this was a young dude that was doing the right thing, and he was going to invest with him to, just to be a good brother, a good look out for, somebody young trying to make it. But this dude scammed Mr. Man so bad, y'all. It's just horrible how much he scammed this man. I think this is going to be a short. Hold on, y'all. I think I got it up. But I'm going to make this private. But I'm getting it up here so y'all can hear the video, so y'all can hear him talking. Okay. I didn't want to play his voice, but these people playing everything. Trying to make it seem like, oh, they were so in love with you. No, see, that's what they do. They record y'all in the beginning. Okay. They record you in the beginning so they can say, oh, they were happy. Yeah, they were happy until they realized you were scamming them.
I get a message as I'm waking up. He sent it while I was asleep at 2:00 in the morning. TikTok, check your email. TikTok, email. Like, I'm like, huh? What's going on? I never once got any communication man to man. Like, hey brother, I feel like this. I'm having this issue. I feel like this. None of that. It was automatically TikTok.
I never got
check
any
your email. So I'm like, huh?
Man
I go check my email.
Trying to insult this man. Because in the emails, in the messages, he says to Tim Ford Jr., you don't respond to my email, but you go on YouTube. So that's why he said, TikTok, check your email, because the man wasn't responding.
Oh, that's what I saw in my email. And guys, let me tell y'all this. We actually connected him with our lawyer so that he can get a legitimate business set up in place so that we can actually get the Ricochet company moving in place. So he's been communicating with my lawyer. And like I said,
he is a bum, and his wife is a bum too. There is no way I would be asking this man to support me and my family. Asking another man. How do they ask a man ask another man to give him money? I don't know black men like this.
This entire process, I've been talking to him back and forth as I'm dealing with the local government, as I'm dealing with the open opposition who's trying to pull down what we're doing. I'm letting him know, like, hey, brother, I'm meeting the government today. I got to meet them this week. Right now, they're telling us that we can't bring anybody back right now because of what we're dealing with. So I'm like, hey, bro,
so
this is what
the government is telling them you can't bring nobody here. They know these people lying. They know they scammers. See, that the heat is on. Oh, hold on, y'all. I got to fix myself up here. I'm having a wardrobe malfunction. But if they telling them, the Tanzanian government is saying, you can't bring nobody else here under this project right now, that's because the project is trash and the government know they scamming people, okay? This is
what I'm doing. This is what I'm dealing with. So I'll keep you posted and keep letting you know.
This is deeper than what we think, okay?
What's going on as we go out this entire process. So I'm telling him every time he hit me up, he need an update. I'm hitting him up with an update. He called me. I'm calling him back so we can talk and give an understanding of what's going on. Not once did I hear, hey, man, you need to, I need to go see. I'm getting into something. He didn't let me know nothing. It just automatically came with smoke and trying to tarnish my reputation and what I'm trying to build with my family and with my people over here. And another thing he mentioned in the email, he talked about how I asked him for $9,000 in order to help deal with some of the litigation issues that we're facing over here. Unfortunately, some people are trying to ruin our reputation and defame what we're working on. And each case costs about $5,000 in order to push through, in order for the government to take it up, in order for the law offices, in order to work on it. So I asked for help.
Okay,
he came
so hold
to me
on.
as I was explaining to him what's going on, as I'm letting
I got the video up, y'all. So hold on, let me let y'all watch this, and then I'm
letting him know what we're dealing with, how
so I can show y'all the land, and so y'all can hear what he's saying. Okay.
making me feel, how it's affecting me, what I'm trying to do in my life as well. He said, hey, brother, if you need anything, came flexing, trying to pretend like he's a big dog. He's here to help. He can help any way that he can, any way that we see we need help. Reach out to him like a brother, and he got my back. So I'm thinking I can trust him. I'm thinking, well, it's somebody here that got my back finally, officially. Let me go and ask his brother if he can help me out.
Wow. Look, y'all, did y'all hear what he said? Let me got to go back to this. These are bums. Ain't no man with no family gonna do that. These are bums. They don't have no money. They living off of y'all. Don't y'all see that? Wow, you a bum, dude, and your wife. You can't even send your kid to school. You got to ask the Jesus God.
Position who's trying to pull down what we're doing. I'm letting him know, like, hey, brother, I'm meeting the government today. I got to meet them this week. Right now, they're telling us that we can't bring anybody back right now because of what we're dealing with. So I'm like, hey, bro, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm dealing with. So I'll keep you posted and keep letting you know what's going on as we go out this entire process. So I'm telling him every time he hit me up, he need an update. I'm hitting him up with an update. He called me. I'm calling him back so we can talk and give an understanding of what's going on. Not once did I hear, hey, man, you need to, I need to go see. I'm getting into something. He didn't let me know nothing. It just automatically came with smoke and trying to tarnish my reputation and what I'm trying to build with my family and with my people over here. And another thing he mentioned in the email, he talked about how I asked him for $9,000 in order to help deal with some of the litigation issues that we're facing over here. Yes. Unfortunately, some people are trying to ruin our...
They got $9,000 worth of litigation issues, and that is in Tanzania. $9,000 is a lot of money here. They got $9,000 worth of legal issues, and y'all are investing with these people, and y'all are on here calling me defaming his character. Honey, he done defamed his own character.
Our reputation and defame what we're working on. And each case costs about $5,000 in order to push through, in order for the government.
That means he got, if each, see, that's how you know he lied. $5,000. He got $9,000. So if you got at least 4 cases, he got at least 4 cases, 4 or 5.
Government to take it up in order for the law offices in order to work on it. So I asked for help. He came to me as I was explaining to him what's going on, as I'm letting him know what we're dealing with, how it's making me feel, how it's affecting me, what I'm trying to do in my life as well. He said, hey, brother, if you need anything, came flexing, trying to pretend like he's a big dog. He's here to help. He can help any way that he can, any way that we see we need help. Reach out to him like a brother.
He said he came flexing, trying to act like a big dog because he asked you, did you need anything? O'Shea, me and O'Shea was talking about that these people ain't got nothing. O'Shea said that. O'Shea said they broke, Kiki. He said, look where they film at. Have you ever seen the inside of their house? I said, no, because they broke, Kiki. They ain't got nothing. How you an ambassador and you broke? You asking another man. Hey, you know what? I'm not trying to be funny, but Crypto Walk might got something on here. He might be on to something, because I don't know grown men who ask other men to support them. I don't. But this seems to be a trend to latch on to another man and get money from him.
He got my back. So I'm thinking I can trust him. I'm thinking, well, it's somebody here that got my back finally, officially. Let me go and ask his brother if he can help me out.
He got my back finally, officially. Somebody here that I can get some money from. So let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and ask him for some money. Now look what he asked him for, y'all. I asked you to help pay for lawyer bills in order to push 2 defamation lawsuits forward against investors who are hindering or lying on our community. 2 unpaid Echo Village invoices for roads, infrastructure from other Echo Village investors. Number 3, contribution for school fees for my children. This bum can't even send his kid to school. These are some bums. We bought the machines in April 2024.
But instead of him just saying, no, I can't do it right now. He's trying to circle back and say, I was trying to use that money in order to purchase machines that I just showed y'all from 2024, from the videos I've done almost a year ago. Then when he asked me if I needed some help, so now he's trying to tarnish me and say that's what I was using the money for, but he's flipping the story and he didn't even give it to us. He's flipping the story and trying to make it seem like we're doing something nefarious when I asked him as a brother. He came to me and tricked me that he was a brother and trying to help me out. But now he wants to try and...
I guarantee you he wouldn't have went to his real life brother with a list of money of what he needed. He wouldn't have done that. He wouldn't have done that.
Throw me under the bus.
He thought this was somebody he could use and take advantage of.
And try and act like...
Wow, you go around asking men for money? What kind of man are you, Tim Ford Jr.? What kind of man are you? What kind of man goes around and asks other men to support not only them, but their daggone family? Like I told y'all, these are the lowest of the low. Low levels of educational attainment, low levels of development. These people are at the lowest level of development in every area of their life. This is a shame before God that this TEO, whoever, whatever, led all these people astray to these dog bums. These are people you walk on a leash. That's what you do to them. Walk them on a leash. These are the worst of the worst. You can't even take care of your family. And you got the nerve to come over here and talk about elders. You got the nerve, you and your wife, to try to insult these people. You got the nerve to do that. You have the nerve. And you asking this man to pay for your kid to go to school. Basic needs. You can't even provide your kid with basic needs. Y'all don't believe y'all being scammed? Y'all still don't believe this was a scam? Y'all still don't believe T3 and me are scammers? He don't even have money to support his family. He got $9,000 fees in lawsuits. If you're not scamming, why are people suing you like that? Oh, they got a devil on them. Everybody got 4 or 5 people got devils on them? You went to this man big like a bum. You ain't got no sense of pride. Nothing. You's a bum. You probably been a bum all your life, though. You have. You ain't just become a bum. No, you don't just become like that. When you live off of other men, you go to another man? Wow.
Try to act like we're doing something nefarious. And now we're actually headed to the land. We're going to show y'all the official documents of this town here so that you guys can really see his beacon number. We're going to show y'all the beacon number with his name so y'all can see and really understand. We've done everything that this brother has.
I'm going to show y'all the video of when he went out there. This man is a liar. I have proven over and over again what he says and what the facts say are 2 different things. And I have receipts to prove it. I have receipts to prove everything that I'm saying. He tells you he's an AU ambassador. He is not. He told you he's a real estate agent. He is not. He told you he can help you invest in bank and help you invest your money. How? He's not an investment banker. He went to a technical college. Did he graduate? We don't know, but he took construction. So those construction classes, they can help him guide you on how to invest your money. And you see where he's guiding you to invest your money in him and his family, because they can't take care of themselves, because they ain't got no money, because they got low levels of educational attainment.
sent the email out trying to tarnish our reputation and
You
mess us
tarnish
up.
your own reputation.
We've gotten this
Begging
done a
this
few
man
times.
for money.
Now it's time for us to stand up and let y'all know, stop playing with us.
No, you
Y'all
stop playing with us, little boy. You stop playing with us. You ain't gonna disrespect these people and lie. You lie about everything. You try to bully people into submission. You're a liar. I got videos to prove you a liar. You the worst of the worst, little boy. You the worst of the worst. You and your wife. You trying to insult this man. You begging him to take care of you and your family. You should be, what kind of man are you? How do you walk uprightly and call on the Most High when you can't even pay for your little kid to go to school? Sit down, child.
Y'all trying to mess our name up, mess our reputation up with the same people we building with the same people that's over in the country still trying to depend on the work that we're doing. As you're here on the ground, as you're here experiencing this, you unfortunately trying to deter people from coming over here to experience exactly what we are over here building. It's sad, but we're not going to continue to keep going through this and being subjugated and acting like.
Going through what? What are you going through? What are you going through when you can't even feed your family, little boy? You got the nerve to come on here and talk down to these people who are standing up to you. When you took their money and you lived off of it. Because you ain't got nothing. Like my grandma say, you ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. You ain't even got a career. You sold your little cream before you became an ambassador, and you want us to believe you an ambassador? You believe your own lies. This is a
you
liar.
You guys are scaring us because you have numbers. Man, we don't care. We'll stand together, just the both of us, against all you demons. Slay each and every one of you with the.
Everybody's a demon but them. Everybody's a demon but the people who took the money. Everybody's a demon. Except for the people who begging another man to support him and his wife and his kids. And then you got the nerve to come on here and talk about this man. You got the nerve to come on here and try to blast this man. You got the nerve to come on here and try to embarrass this man. You should be ashamed of yourself. Like I said, what kind of man are you? You and Oral. When you look to another man to support you. And you got a wife and kids. So you had the nerve to ask for money to support your kid. And this woman laying down with you? Lord, I told y'all, low levels of what? Let me hear you say it. Educational attainment. Low levels of development. This is what you get. Liars and cheaters with aggressive social behavior.
Truth and the work and the proof and the pudding of what we've been doing. We can't control the way that the government want to put things in place because y'all
that Mark. Mark is the same person who said it was the government who took the money. We can't control what the government does. Wow.
Freaking stupid. I'm really starting to see and understand why 2/3 of the people didn't.
We need to report these people to the FBI. We need to report them to the Federal Trade Commission. We need to report them to the U.S. Embassy. And if you've lost money, you need to report them to not only all three of them, but to your local police department. What these people did to you was illegal. It is illegal. And we need to make these people be held accountable for the lies they've told and everything they've done to us.
Didn't make it because some of our people, guys, bro, it's sad. No patience, no long suffering, no understanding.
What Kinza say? Pack your patience. You gotta pack your patience. What did Daniel say? Oh, you're not patient. You're not patient. What did he just say? You're not patient. It's all a lie. It's all a game. It's all a scam. You can tell by the vocabulary. They all use the same vocabulary. It's all a scam. And that's my professional opinion. I'm not telling you personally now. I'm using every professional skill that I have right now. And I'm telling you, the odds of this being a RICO scam is high. And I would advise you to contact, like I said, the Federal Bureau of Investigation. I would advise you to contact the Federal Trade Commission. I would advise you to contact the embassy in Tanzania. And if you sent them any type of money, I advise you to contact your local police. You got to make these people be held accountable. What they did to the elderly in our community, even if you didn't lose money, you can still report them. You can still report them. You don't have to be 100% true. Not true, but correct. They don't expect you to go out and do the investigation. They want you to report it if you suspect it. Then they're going to investigate. But we don't even suspect it with these people. We know. We got receipts. Use my videos. Take the clips out. Make clips. Screen record. Just the data part, not me running my mouth. And say, here's a receipt. This lady named Kiki Loves Nigeria has it all on her YouTube channel. They're going to say, really? Then they're going to go and look at Kiki Loves Nigeria, and guess what? They're going to get my real name because they own YouTube. They own Google. So they're going to get my real name. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to type it into their system, and they're going to say, oh, we know exactly who this person is. And just like O'Shea Duke Jackson said, if you own her channel and she said you did it, you probably did that. You probably did that. I told you I do this for a public service. I do this to help my people. You're not going to scam these people and think I'm going to sit here and watch you do it. This is unbelievable. And how disrespectful they are while they're doing it.
Communication, it's just unfortunate.
Let me add a few. Reckless, ignorant, childish, and belligerent.
See?
All for no reason.
See?
You can communicate to us directly.
What business does that? None. None. These are not business people. These are broke bums. And they're mad at Mr. Man because Mr. Man done cut them off and they can't get no money from him. So they don't know what they're going to do. They don't know how they're going to eat. They don't know how they're going to send their kids to school. They need to scam us to make it.
Directly. You have my number. You have ways that you can talk to me and call me if that's what you want to do. But instead, you want to try and go publicly and embarrass me.
You embarrassed yourself.
Right, you're going right to the people who you talking bad about, trying to tarnish what we're working on.
But you see how
it's very sad, but we're going to take you.
When you said that you wrote to the people?
Letting people know, like, hey, this is your land. This is your area.
January 16th, 2024. January 16th, 2024, we sent an email to LC saying, this is your plot. It's been zoned and surveyed. This is the official document. I'm not going to show you guys, but his plot is right here. We sent this to him.
So how come the plots aren't demarcated now? How come we can't clearly see where his plot is? Because every time, I swear, every time they show somebody the land, it looked the same. It looked the same. It looked like the same piece of land.
In a separate email with his plot.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
And when they claim to be your brothers and sisters, and that's not really.
Right, so I think that's all I want to show on this.
Okay, y'all see that? 18G1675. Y'all see that?
That's it.
18G1675. That's one of his beacons. We ain't gonna show y'all all his beacons.
See, we ain't gonna show y'all all of it.
But y'all can see that's one of the beacon numbers on his plot. This is LC's plot, nobody else's.
So yeah, that's one of the beacon points. That's
why didn't they show us Mr. Man's plot? Well, I'm going to show you. That's enough for the liars, the little boy, the little kids playing house. Little kid, these little kids done got on my nerves. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Um, mm, honey, I'm just speechless after watching that. I can't even believe him. Let me just go through these comments real quick. Honey, I don't even know where I am. Let me go down here. I'm gonna start from the bottom and go up. Hey, how you doing, Crypto? What? Um, Mr. and Mrs. Annoying Voice. Yeah, her voice is so annoying. I hate it when she shows some useless pay. Yes, because she thinks we're stupid. She thinks people are stupid. Like you said, those useless paper. Y'all, you cannot do anything in Tanzania with land. Tanzania is really strict. Only a business can acquire land. They can't acquire land. It's all a lie. Oh my God. She also has an annoying voice. Boy, I see how they're married. Yes, her voice is. That's why I can't listen to her. That's why I can't listen to her. Because it just reminds me of them girls who just be on Love and Hip Hop. Mr. Charlie. Mighty funny that people who was behind on all of this wickedness are what? Those are blind. What? Those are bindnessmen, not businessmen. What? Get them Kiki bombs over living with a SSI check and scamming a dream. I believe that, but we wouldn't do that on a daily basis. Excuse me, y'all. Good times when he went to Gambia for the first time on our best nights. Okay, when the ADM didn't work and we ran out of cash. Because of that, people gave us, oh, that was nice. See, that's the experience you have in Africa. People will do that for you, especially if they know your people. You guys don't even have half the story. It's way deeper than this. Sister Betty and Brother Mike will open up a new can of worms. Yeah, that's what they keep telling me. They like, Kiki, it's deeper than what you think. It's deep. Well, I'm ready. Tell me, y'all. I want to know. Yes, the construction of the new home would not pass the codes here in the United States. Um, I want to know. All right, just mentioned the RICO Act. You got Negroes scattering in the bush, Kiki. Yeah, because those are RICOs. I'm telling y'all, I got a master's in the government. Y'all think I'm playing? What do they train me to do? Spot fraud. They train me how to report it. And what else do they train me how to do? A lot of stuff, research. Yeah, but spot fraud and report it. Hmm. And then to inform the citizens on how to spot fraud and report it. Yeah, and that's true. This is a RICO. I'm telling y'all, this is a RICO. This is a conspiracy. Because how I know it's a conspiracy to do this? Because not once did TEO check out these people to see if they were really doing what they were doing. Even with the scamming allegations, you see, it's still up sending these people there. So this is a conspiracy. We're all working together to get these elderly people's money. RICO charges. All right. And the government loved a RICO charge. Getting into Tasha K territory. What is that? What is that? Okay, whatever. See, we the stupid people, we're gonna ignore them, y'all. Fat Sally, you don't know what you're talking about again. Yes, the construction. Okay. You don't know what you're talking about again. Just mentioning the RICO Act will get Negroes scattering into the bush, Kiki. Well, they need to scatter. Do not invest in Africa. Get a lawyer, Fat Salad says. People, business go out of business, not an investment. Uh, But when they go up, but see, you can still sue them, and then the business will have to go to court, and the business will have to prove that, Your Honor, I did everything in my power to make this happen. Mark Meets Africa and T3 and me cannot do that. They cannot do that. They cannot go to court and say, I did everything in my power to make this happen, when I have a video that shows that nothing is there. Nothing. And this was January. I think he said 2025 he went there. He just sounds like a little damn fool talking crap behind the camera. Who are y'all talking about now? Okay. All right. I seen Tim work, and y'all, it's a shame. I seen Tim work, and y'all, it's a shame. I feel sorry for the people he has ripped off. I do too. Being woke and broke in Africa is no joke. Based on what I've been learning, whoa, wow, I would not want those problems. No. Don't block me. Steph, don't block me. You are wrong. I work for me. I signed my own check since 2010. Okay. Now, Kiki is cooking, let her cook. Yeah. I wonder the same, because being without honey bun. Okay, y'all talking. All right, so now, I remember when the T3 and me dude was asked by a Tanzanian how he could make money, and he told him to sell water and riders in his cat to riders in his cat. T3 thought he really said something to sell water to riders, but he's an investment banker. He can tell you how to invest your money. What do you mean? Yeah, that was good investment. That was a good investment advice. Sell water in your taxi. Introduction is conspiracy. It's all context. Can't even get a job there unless you can't, can't even get a job there unless they can't fill it out unless they're, what are you trying to say? Say it again. They can't get a job there unless they can say they're a Tanzanian citizen. Is that what you're saying? Okay. I don't believe they did that man like that. Mr. Man, that was horrible. Funny, the people who was behind all this is quiet now. You notice that too? They are responding. They were responding and going off on everyone. Did they reply to Kiki or O'Shea? No. No. Not the brother and sister talk. No. No, they didn't respond to us because they know we know. Mark already told O'Shea. I hate it when she showed them useless. Okay, I seen all that. Okay, we talked about that. Let me go back down here. Now I want to show y'all. Kiki is an internet Benta. Who was that? Who was Boutrell? Benita Boutrell. Look, Heavy Pedal Time from In Living Color. Honey, do you know I used to love Benita Boutrell? If y'all don't know who she is, honey, that is me to the T. Especially when she say, now I ain't the one to gossip, and you ain't heard it from me. But honey, let me tell you. Because she don't got Benita Boutrell do not gossip. No, she do not gossip. Yes. So yes, that's who I channel, Benita Boutrell. So go look her up, y'all. She was on In Living Color. Please go look her up. That's me, okay? But seriously, that's me, okay? You seem to be nothing more than a mudslinger, and pick and choose who you want to throw under the bus. Ask Wanda about her promotion to Go Beta. Well, send me some information about it. You send me the information. You said you were scammed. Why would I ask her? You send me the information and then I'll do that. But until then, you need to give me the information. I've never heard anybody say that Miss Tanzania was a scammer. I've never heard that ever before in my life. So, no, we haven't heard that. So, send me the information. I hope Mark and those other scammers end up getting caught. Crypto Walk says, she's a funny character. She sure is. She is hilarious. Y'all have to watch her. She is hilarious, hilarious. That's why I always try to keep it funny. Like I try to keep it's serious and it's heavy sometimes. So then I try to interject a little comedy in it because I try to channel Miss Bonita Butrell a little bit. Because she tell the truth, honey. She tell the truth. It's just the way she tell the truth. No, they can't hide forever. And the government can find you. She is about to block you, dude. Be prepared. Fat Salad. Who y'all talking about? Yeah, she probably is. Okay, y'all. Now let me show y'all. Let me go to my channel. I think this is our last receipt for the night. Let me look and see. I'm pretty sure this is the last receipt. Yep, this is our last receipt. And this is a rebuttal to T3andMe's video. Remember? He sent that video, right? Right, y'all? And in the video, oh, wait a minute. Does this have sound on it? Oh, hold on. All right, hold on. Let me get it up here so y'all can see it. So this is the video. T3andMe didn't show the land, remember? They showed us the little marker. But this is what Mr. Man saw when he went to the land, and I believe it was January.
So this is supposed to be my land, my
and this
fence.
looks like a dig, like not a few days ago. It's like 2 days ago.
Mhm. As you can see, there's my name. But
Now look. Is this what T3andMe showed us? Why didn't it show us this? Ain't nothing there.
That is supposed to be the borehole.
yeah, that's supposed to be the borehole. But
that's supposed to be the borehole over there.
I have receipts showing the borehole. It's been paid for. It should have been done over a year ago.
See?
So, yeah.
The borehole, he's got receipts at the board. Remember, Tim Ford Jr. said all this was done in 2024. This is January 2025. This is what he's saying.
Let's see.
Look at the gate. All right, I'm going to play it again. Yep, I'm going to play it again. This is him driving up there. Nothing's there.
All right. So this is supposed to be my land, my
and this
fence.
looks like a dig, like not a few days ago. It's like 2 days ago.
Mhm. As you can see,
There's nothing
there's my name.
there.
But
Nothing's there. Where's that shack they built? Where's that? Where's the magic, whatever magic jack, whatever they call it?
yeah, that's supposed to be the borehole. But I have receipts showing the borehole. It's been paid for. It should have been done over a year ago.
Thank you. All right. Now, what do you got to say about that? You notice he didn't even show that part. What about the borehole? What about that? What he showed us was completely different. That shack wasn't there. That little shack structure wasn't there. He just threw that up. These people are liars, in my professional opinion. They are liars. Because the evidence that the consumer is showing me does not match what they're saying. And it's somebody is lying. And I'm tending to think it is the T3 and me and Mark Meets Africa and Oral Gray. They're the liars here. I see boreholes and a land marker. I don't understand. The man just told you there was no borehole. Where'd you see a borehole? That where it was supposed to be finished, not a hole. Everything was supposed to be finished, sir. You must have gave them some money and you scared you gonna get scammed. Digging the ground doesn't make it a borehole. Exactly. We supposed to be stupid. They better stop playing with people. Everybody don't play like that. No, they don't, Courtney. And they playing with these older people. I see. Look, and a lamb. Look at that. I see a boar and you know how much money he paid these people. He showed us something completely different. He sure did. He always did that. Remember the other video I showed y'all of Mama K's house, and what he showed us on his YouTube channel was not what Mama K saw. Remember, he hadn't even finished the house. He showed us the front of the house, but he didn't show us inside the house. Remember that? If you didn't see that, go through my channel. I ain't the one to slander either, but Dr. O'Shea says everybody doing Repat consulting in Africa from America are scammers too. Sorry, Sister Wanda. I don't think he was talking about her. He traveled 8,000 miles and found his land. And he was mad about what? Well, he was mad because there were certain things that he had paid for on the land to be accomplished and finished by the time he got there. He was told that these things were done. But as you can see, Fat Salad, nothing was done. The borehole was not even finished. It was just a hole dug in the ground. And remember, this was in January, I believe, of 2025. This stuff was supposed, he sent the money in 2024. Yeah, they really playing with people money, ain't they? But the borehole, but is the borehole operable? He didn't say. How could it be operable? Look at it. It just looked like they dug up some dirt. That don't look like no borehole. Gathering a Bantu Israelite diaspora in Africa. They're based in Zambia. Okay, so tell me some more. Write me and tell me some more. So what happened? Tell me some more. Tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. Y'all remember that from Greece? Tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. That's how y'all know I'm getting sleepy. I'm starting to see. I can't believe I just did that. Oh my God. See, that's the Benita Brutrell coming out. Looks like a borehole. Okay, Fat Salad, if you think so. Let's see what the court says. With the Flintstone fence. Thank you. That looked like a fence too to you, didn't it, huh? Did the land look demarcated to you? It looked demarcated to you too, huh? Okay. What was supposed to be there? It was supposed to be I'm calling them magic jacks. They ain't magic jacks. It's magic up. Those brick things were supposed to be there. I think 4. I can't remember how many, but it was supposed to be those a machine to make bricks was supposed to be there. And a borehole was supposed to be there, and some other things were supposed to be there, but they were not there. Nothing had been done. But when he went to film his video, you see Tim threw up a shack. I am saying that we can't go to Tanzania and get a job there unless the position, can't be filled by a Tanzanian, like here. Oh, no, they have jobs here too. Oh, I know what you're talking. Oh, wow, that's bad. Hey, Miss Greek, how you doing? She is about to block you, dude. Okay, so we looked at all those. Let me go down here. Flintstone fence. It was. That house was a shack. Yeah, it was. Liars Incorporated. Yes, they are. How much did he pay? I can't remember for real. Fat Salad, I can't remember right now. I don't even know if he told me, Fat Salad. I think he did. I think the person writing me told me, but it's a lot and I can't remember right now. But I'm gonna write them back and ask them how much money, okay? Because they probably told me. And like these be a series of emails. It's not just one. It's like maybe 5, 6 emails. So it's probably in there somewhere. So I'm gonna ask them tonight when we get off how much money, because the people want to know how much did he pay and what did he expect to see there. Digging in the ground makes it a borehole. So okay, better stop. Okay, we did that. All right, y'all. When I built my house, I was there almost every day. Girl, you gotta be. Honey, you gotta be. Oh, y'all, please hit the like button. We forgot all night. I think we said it once. Please, y'all, hit the like button. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is our channel, so we can get this word out. It ain't about me. It's about us. It's about us getting the word out and protecting our people. All right, y'all. That building to make bricks looks nice. What? But block me. Women have no idea what it takes and looks like before a house. Okay, Fat Salad. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, Fiona. All right, y'all. I'm about to get off here. We've been on here. Did we do 3 hours a night? Oh no, we only did 2 hours and 35 minutes. 3 is our limit. All right, y'all. We got 2 shares. Ooh, good. Now we just need some likes. We need some subscribers. So hey, we can continue to set the game on fire and let everybody know that don't try to scam the Repat community, because we will be all over you. Like my grandma say, we will be on you like white is on rice. I turned in late, but I will watch. Oh, thank you, Emil. Okay, thank you, Brother Robert. You guys make it a good show. All right, y'all. I will see y'all next week. Remember, we got about 2 more weeks, and then it's full time. Kiki loves Nigeria. Yeah, this is real sad, Sister Love. That's why I'm angry, because you think you're going to scam these people and they writing me, telling me about it, and you think I'm just going to sit down and let you do it? Boy, bye. Boy, bye. You got me messed up, little boy. Go sit down somewhere and play with your toys. Quit begging grown-ups for money. You are an embarrassment to yourself and your family. That's all I got for tonight. I will see y'all next week. All right. Talk to y'all later.